Hey guys, this is Adam back with another review. This is going to be a really simple one because I just wanted to see how good the microphones were because I'm having a hard time finding true wireless earbuds because I love where technology is going with this. I think it's the best thing. In my opinion, my favorite style of earbuds to wear. I don't like around the neck too much, and I think over the ear is just so bulky, and so I like having variety. I don't mind those, but I'm talking about when it just comes to simple functionality when out and about and when you're on the go. And so for me, I said, all right, well, these are promoted as those type of true wireless earbuds that are for the professional. So number one, what we're going to get into is testing out the 4 WinSmart noise canceling mics. So let's get into that now. Okay, so now we're testing the Plantronics BACKBEAT Fit 5100 microphones. And I noticed there's a side tone effect. It's very subtle. I still feel like I have to speak louder than I should. But that's what you get when you get earbuds such as this that fit this well. And the second thing is you do hear a little beeping noise that comes from the headset, just letting you know that it is using the earbuds to record or to answer the call. It just gives a little notification. Okay, so now we're testing it with ambient noise in the background, and this is simulating. I'm not in a real coffee shop, obviously, with everything going on, but it's coming from my computer at full volume. I'm dead, looking straight at my laptops, and it's really loud, so hopefully this helps. Okay, so now that you heard the mic test, for me, I don't think they're as good as they're promoting them to be. They're not the best for taking calls in the coffee shop, obviously, they're good. If you're at home and you're working in a home office, or if you take a call because your parents called you and stuff like that, that's what they're good for. These aren't good for if you really want to make a good impression on the phone, especially if it's a new client or something, depending on what you do. In my opinion, I don't think so. The earbuds have Bluetooth 5.0, which is a plus. They are 33 feet for roaming range, which is kind of hit or miss. And then, I think the reason why the range is so low is because it's expected that you're going to be using this with a phone on hand, given that you cannot connect to 2 devices at once. Even though it doesn't say that anywhere, I tried it just to see if maybe something was missing, but it's true. You can't connect to 2 devices at once in my experience, and I didn't see any information that you're able to do that. Also, they are IPX4 water resistant and sweat resistant, so that's good as well. So for me, with that audio test, that was the number one thing I was just concerned about, because I like simplicity in true wireless earbuds. I don't always need to have ANC or anything above and beyond. I just wanted to see if these are good for the price range, given that they retail for $169. I was expecting, since the emphasis was on the microphone quality, that it was going to be a lot better, and that would be worth the sacrifice of the price for compromise and other things. Now, other features about it, let's start with the battery life. So 6.5 in use, 13 hours total, up to 13 hours with the charging case, up to 19 hours total. I would definitely say that's really close to being right on the money. I haven't had any issues with testing this. I don't have an exact measurement, but I'm just going by day-to-day usage and never really having to charge them over and over again. Second thing, going into the intuitive smart sensors, use left or right or both. Yes, that's true. It works seamlessly. The connection was always strong. Automatically play, pause music. Whether I took either earbud out, it definitely worked as advertised. Automatically answer and end calls, same thing with that. So the thing I was mostly looking forward to, because I really love the design of these, in my opinion, and what they remind me of is the Bose SoundSport Freeze, with the way they fit, but they fit even more snug than that in your ear. Shaking your head or wearing these for long periods of time, I got ear fatigue maybe about after a couple of hours of use. When it comes to the controls, play, pause, hold to access your assistant on your phone, press once for volume up, hold down for volume down, and just things like that. Even when it comes to the app, the main thing about it though is everything about this pair of true wireless earbuds works, but just it's almost like a teaser headset is the best way I can put it. Because when it comes to using these, the music quality, let's get into that. The music quality, good, but just it's missing some oomph to it. So, and you can tell by my hands just what I'm talking about. So for example, it has good clarity, but not enough bass. It has a decent amount enough bass to where it fits all genres, but nothing to really make you feel satisfied with the purchase, especially for $169 compared to other true wireless earbuds out there. Even though they fit in your ear well, you can hear a lot of ambient noise. So it kind of reminds me of these over here. Let me grab them real quick. I mentioned them a second ago, but Bose's version, which I think Bose needs a serious update on these already. But it reminds me of these. Since these are sports headphones, it makes sense why you would need ambient aware, always aware, whatever you want to call it, with the ergonomic tips and how they fit in your ears. But I'm thinking, okay, with the way they're promoting these and the design and everything, they should isolate just a little bit more noise. But the thing is, you still hear side tone on phone calls. It's not very loud, but it's good enough for you to notice it, which I wasn't even expecting. I didn't even really see that promoted. So that's a bonus and that's a plus. For me, if they just did better on the sound quality of the microphone or the sound quality of the music, that alone, either one of those, would have been worthwhile for the price then. But since they didn't, I would say these are a pass. These are just not really hitting compared to the competition. They're not hitting all the points that just make you go, okay, well, this wasn't good, but overall, I'm happy with the choice because the pros outweigh the cons. Now, here, in my opinion, the cons outweigh the pros. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think they have a lot of potential and they're a good design, but I can't wait to, I'm always, and maybe this is just nitpicking, but I always can't wait for the next level because I know the next pair is going to be better whenever there's a really good design and a really good idea from a good company, but then they just don't follow through with it. So, anyway, let's go into the box real quick before I end this review. It's very simple, not too much is in here. Of course, you get your small, your large ear tips, and then medium is what comes on them by default. And then when you lift this up here, you get your quick start guide, and then you also get your USB, your micro USB charging. So I don't know, maybe even if it was USB-C for the charging case or if it was wireless charging, I don't know. But for me, those just wouldn't be as important as what I mentioned before. Alright guys, well, thanks for listening to me on this review. Like I said, it was going to be a very simple one, very short and sweet, nothing too crazy, mainly because I didn't hear a microphone quality test with anybody with these or anybody who did it to make me really see if it was worthwhile. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.